Disk quotas. What is mean by disk quotas and where to use disk quotas in the real environment? Guys, in compute environments, disk space is not infinite. The quota subsystem provides a mechanism to control usage of disk space. For example, if administrator don't restrict any disk space, people will occupy more GBs. So user 1 occupied 2 GB, user 3 occupied 5 GB, someone will occupy 500 GB like that. So that's why using quotas, you can restrict the amount of disk space available to users or groups. So in the environment, people to provide disk space with some restrictions, with some limitations. So the disk quota subsystem works users when they are exceeded their allotted limit. For example, if I provide 1 GB for the user, after 1 GB, so the person will get a warning message, your quota is exceeded, please contact your system administrator. So remember, what is the use of disk quotas? It is used to restrict the amount of disk space, the amount of disk space. So here we can set quotas to control the number of consumed disk blocks and the number of inodes also. So what is the difference between disk blocks and inodes? For example, if you use disk blocks, it is set up for sizes. Okay, for example, I want to provide 1 GB size for the user 1. Then within the 1 GB, people will make it multiple files, but it will support up to 1 GB only. But if you provide inodes, like if I provide the word 100 inodes, then what happen? User will create 100 files only. So for counting level, inodes size based, which is called what blocks. We have two methods, size based and counting based. Okay, now let me show you practically how to implement this disk quotas. Okay, so first we can verify what are the available spaces, mount points for the quotas. So in the previous class, we have successfully created partition AWS data. So that is called what partition pipe, which 3 GB and mount point name is AWS data. Okay, right. So now how to implement this disk quotas for this partition? First go to etc fstab file. In the fstab file, keep the values. This is the what mount point name. How to enable the what file systems with quota options? How to enable the file systems with quota options? So generally, after defaults option, just give the comma, keep it USR quota is the option, or you will keep the word U quota is the option. USR quota or U quota. The meaning is U quota means user quota, comma G quota also is there. So G quota is nothing but group quota, U quota and G quota. So I want to enable these two options for the file system of AWS data. Then save it, run the command systemctl daemon reload option. Perfect. So now we can use the command mount -a, or we can use unmount space -f. Already mounted mount point name is AWS data, but again I will mount -a option. So everything is perfect. So how do you know that the quota option is enabled or not? So we can use mount -l option by using grep-i. Then if you use quota option, now see the partition file enabled USR quota and GRP quota options. I mean, two quotas are successfully enabled, user level quotas and group level quotas. This is the first important thing, how to enable the what? Quota options. Okay. And now the second important thing, how to enable the quota options for the users. So how to write the word limitations for the user. But in that case, the file system is XFS file system. That's why we will use a one tool. I mean, for the reporting quota options, XFS underscore quota is the option. Then if I enter, see this, we have a under XFS quota option. So now we are working on the tool XFS underscore quota. Then how do you know that the quota options? Then we will use, if you run df command, so what are the available file systems? And now everything is listed out and file systems and here regular commands are working here. Or we will use the another command is quota space. For example, I want to write a quota for the user ROM. Then what about ROM user quota? So right now there is no quota for the ROM user. You want to get any help options? Help is the option. I mean, under the word help option is there, but right now under the word XFS quota, help command is not there. But you want to quit the word quota tool, Q is the option. Q is the option to come out from the XFS quota option. Okay, that is the what tool how to enter the what inside the quota options. But now the important thing, how to modifying XFS quota limits. How to modify XFS quota limits. So for that, again we will use XFS quota -x is the option. The meaning is start the XFS quota shell with the -x option to enable expert mode. To enable expert mode. So now the mode has been enabled with X option. Then how to verify the what? Report of the quota. Okay, I want to check the what? The AWS data report. So now here the AWS data already mounted to partition 5. So now already we have enabled user ROM quota. In previously, I have run the command. It is quota space username. So right now there is no quota for the user because here users are 0 and soft value is 0 and hard value also 0. And please be understand here the quota option is by default it is a block level. By default it is a block level. So what is the meaning of the block? For example, if you write soft value is nothing but minimum value and hard value is nothing but maximum value. Soft is nothing but minimum, hard is nothing but maximum. Okay, so now I will show you how to modifying the what quota option. But in that case, we will use limit is the command. I mean under the quota tool, limit is the option, then space isoft. Isoft is nothing but, so that is nothing but minimum value. Isoft is nothing but minimum value. Minimum. So the minimum value is 500 MB. So now high hard is equivalent to, it is called what? 700 MB. Then what is the meaning here? So I am specifying the what limit. The minimum value is 500 MB and the maximum value is 700 MB. The meaning, so these limit for whom? Now, this limit is for the user RAM of the, it is called what? AWS data. So now from this AWS data, ROM user will use minimum 500 MB size and maximum 700 MB size. Maximum 700 MB size. So this is the proper way to setting up the what? Like it is called what? Quotas for the user. But I will tell you, except this except as quota tool. So the another option is there. So first you come out the word outside of the except as quota. So this is the what one method to assign the what quota option. But I have another command to assign the what quota options. And like it is called what? ED quota is the option. ED quota. That means edit quota. ED quota is nothing but edit quota. Then -u username. I want to specify the word quota for the user ROM. Then if I enter, see this disk quotas for user ROM. In that case, by default directly blocks option is there. In the block level, soft value is there, hard value is there. And also inode level, soft value is there. And I mean soft value is there, maximum value is there. But by default actually here already I have specified the word quota for the user. So I will keep the word, the default values 0, 0. So by default, it's looking like this. By default, it's looking like this. So for example, remember in the ED quota, soft level, if I write 500, then maximum hard level is, it is called what? 700. Then what is the meaning? By default, blocks indicates sizes, sizes. Then ROM user can use minimum 500 MB and maximum 700 MB. Maximum 700 MB and minimum is the what? 500 MB. The meaning is, so the user can use maximum 700 MB only. But once user can occupied 700 MB, then person will get, so your quota is exceeded, contact your system administrator for increase your quota. So that is called what? Soft value. But compared to soft value, I mean in the real environment, soft value only, but I want to show the what output immediately. That's why I will use the what inode values. So inode values means counting. Counting means, for example, I have specified minimum 3 and I have specified maximum 5. Then what is the meaning here? So the person ROM will create minimum 3 files and maximum 5 files only. It is called what? Counting. He can use maximum 5 files only. He can create only maximum 5 files only. This is inodes are nothing but counting. Blocks are nothing but sizes. Remember. So compared to XFS underscore quota tool, this is very easy one. So to create and modify the what quota option, then save the file. Now the quota has been modified. Warning: DEV NGO N1 cannot change current inode allocation. Okay, because already the quota option is modified. So that's why already person has been used 8 inodes. That's why it is called what? Warning message is the what? 8. Okay. Otherwise, I will use the what quota for user Raju. So Ram already used. So let me use the what quota for the user Raju. In the inode level, this is minimum 3 and maximum 5. So now I have modified for the user Raju minimum 3, maximum 5. Then save and quit. Okay. So now we have modified the what? Quota option. Then how to use the word these quota limits. So go for user Raju, login now. And what is the mount point name? AWS data. So is there any files? Okay, already in the Raju level, some files are exist. So let me delete the word in the current location, all files. So permission denied. The problem is where? I think in the ACL's level, in the last class, set FACL -m user Raju read write execute of then slash AWS data. So now I will go for user Raju and cd space AWS data. Now let me remove all files in the location. So all are deleted. Okay. So now no files in the AWS data by the using Raju. Now what are the minimum file counting? What are the maximum file counting? So minimum 3, maximum 5. So let me create touch 1, 2, 3. Then 3 files are created. Okay, again we are trying for minimum completed and 4 and 5. 5 also completed. Now I am trying to create the another one is 6th one. What happened? Cannot touch 6 because disk quota exceeded. Because so this user can use up to 5 file counting only. But when trying to create 6th one, then quota is exceeded. Please contact your system administrator like this message. So this is the proper way people to modify the what quota options in the backend. See, out of 5, inodes are 5 used. So now let me change. Like backend administrator, what to do? They will change the what? Maybe size means size or counting means counting. So now I want to add 8. So then what happened? Now Raju user can use up to 8. So again I will try and cd space AWS data. So let me create touch 6th one, 7th one, 8th one. Again created. But more than 8 not possible. So 9th one, again quota is exceeded. This is the proper way. The backend administrator to controlling the what? Disk spaces. So in case if the person admin will not provide the what disk restrictions, everyone will occupy lot of GBs from the storage boxes. That's why administrator will keep it disk quota options in the real time. So this is the concept of disk quota options. But another command, rep quota is there. In the rep quota option, if you run -t, then rep quota -t, if you run AWS data, then what about your complete report for the user quotas? So right now, so the user Raju, here it is called what? Totally 8 files are used, but minimum they are specified 3, maximum they are specified the what? 8. But grace time is within 6 days, person to use the what? 8 files. This is the what? The block grace time is by default 7 days. And inode grace time also by default 7 days. So you want to change these values. Again, we can use the what? Rep quota -t and change the what values here. So this is the option how to verify the what? Report of your quota. Report of your quota options. Okay. So this is the first important thing, how to managing quota options in the real environment. So only 2 things we remember. The first point is, please keep the what? Your options in the etc fstab file. First mount your fstab file with quota options. With quota options. This is the first step. So how do you know that the quota options are enabled or not? So then we will use the mount option with the L, right? Like you will get it. USR quota, group quota options are enabled. Okay. Then what is the third step? You will go for directly ED quota option. So otherwise, XFS quota is the separate tool in the latest operating system. But this is also good idea. but little bit people will confuse with help of the what XFS quota option. This is the what tool you will manage everything within the what tool only. But the very good idea is to managing quota means ed quota hyphen u then username. So simple way. So now quota options for which user? Okay, I want to provide the what quota options for the user Raju. That's why we will go for the what Raju option. This is the what next requirement. Then change the minimum value, that means soft value, and change the what hard value. Enough. Okay. This is called what quota option. Now the another concept, I mean the one more important concept, which is called RAID. The concept name is RAID, guys. So what is the use of RAID and where to use RAID devices in real environment? So first important thing, RAID full form is redundant array of independent disks, or somebody is calling inexpansive disks. Independent disks or inexpansive disks. Okay. What is the use of RAID devices? So generally, RAID devices responsibility is it increase storage capacity along with security. It is used to increase storage capacity along with security. Along with security. So now here, user can use RAID to store data across multiple devices. I mean, the first important thing, if you store your data in one hard drive, in case that hard drive is failure, what about your data? You will lose the what? Your complete information. But the same data, if you store in multiple disks, even one disk is failure, the second disk offers the what? Your availability. So that is the concept of RAID. So if you have any important data, then keep the what? Your data on multiple devices. So it is used to combine multiple devices as a single device. Then what is the benefit? It also helps to avoid data loss if a device or drive has failed. That's what I'm saying. So avoid data loss. And the primary reasons to deploy RAID include enhanced speed, and even speed also very well, because you will combine multiple devices into a single device. That's why enhanced speed is there. And it will increase storage capacity because we are combining multiple devices, and minimizes data loss from the disk failure. Correct. So it is called what backup is there, redundancy is there, and RAID layout and level online conversation. So we have like it is called what naming conversions are very well. So we have multiple benefits with help of the what RAID devices. But what types of RAID devices in the environment? So we have three types of RAIDs, guys. The first one is firmware RAID, and second one is hardware RAID, and the third one is software RAID. What is the difference between firmware RAIDs, hardware RAIDs, and software RAIDs? But generally, guys, firmware RAIDs are like hardware RAIDs. The meaning is you will directly buying the word firmware RAIDs, and you will attach those drives inside the what BIOS. Inside the what BIOS. I mean, no need to software implementation for this firmware RAID. So while buying your physical servers, so you will purchase the what firmware RAIDs directly. So how to keep the what your RAM. Same way, you will purchase the what firmware RAIDs. So then those RAIDs you will attach inside the what your BIOS. Okay, and hardware RAID also little bit firmware RAID. But hardware RAIDs are even we can use external or internal of the system. And like you will use the pen drive. So one server is purchased, but after the what, you will use the what hardware RAIDs. I mean the hardware based array manages the RAID subsystem independently from the host. Hardware RAID devices may be internal or external to the system. But these two are the what? Cost based. Cost based means we can attach directly your computers, I mean your physical servers. No need any like command level implementations. Same how to attach your RAM to your computers, your laptop. Same way we can purchase the what RAIDs and attach your computer. But these are very expensive, very expensive. But when to purchase, people firmware rights and hardware rights. So when the person looking for high-end security for the data, so definitely they will looking for the what rates. But the very cheapest rates, which is called what software rates. So software rate means so no, not like physical rates. So practically, I mean with command level, we will implement the what software rates. So the meaning is you will collect the what regular hard drives and combine multiple drives as a single drive. So that is called what software rates. So now in this lecture, we are going to discuss software RAID implementation. So RAID implementations means only software. So firmware rights, hardware rights are hardware related. Okay, so separate team people are there. So they will maintain the what hardware rates. And Linux administrators, we will implement the what software rates. Okay, so before implementing software rates, so you must to know some RAID levels. So what are the RAID levels in the company? That means RAID 0 is there, RAID 1 is there, RAID 4 is there, RAID 5 is there, and RAID 6 is there, and RAID 10 and 01 also is there. So what is mean by RAID 0, RAID 1, RAID 4, 5, 6, 10 also I will explain. Don't call the word 10, 1, 0. Okay. But here no need RAID 4 and no need RAID 6. Even Red Hat also supports RAID 0, RAID 1, RAID 5 only. But every implementation is same. But in this class, I will show you practically RAID level 5. Okay. So now one by one, I will explain where is the redundancy of the RAID. So for example, if you take RAID 0, generally RAID 0 meaning is striping. RAID 0 meaning is striping. Somebody is calling stripping. Okay. So now if you take two hard disks, for example, this is the what first hard disk, this is the what second hard disk. Sir, I want to keep my data on these two devices. Then striping meaning is if you store the what data in the block 1, the second block will be stored on the what disk 2, and third block is stored on the disk 1, and fourth block will stored on the what disk 2. So like that, the data is writing simultaneously on each disk. But in that case, it's increasing storage capacity. It is excellent. Writing speed also very well. But one drawback is here. What is the drawback? One device is failure. We cannot recover the what? The same data from the second disk. So there is no redundancy here. So this is the drawback of the RAID 0. And what about RAID 1? So RAID 1 is mirroring. Mirroring means if you keep the what block 1 in the first disk, the same block it's mirrored to on the second disk. And the same way, what you will write in the first disk, everything is mirrored to on the second disk because it's the what image, mirror copy. But what is the advantage here? So consistency. I mean, it is called redundancy is very well because even any one disk is failure, you will recover the data from the second disk. But in that case, what is the drawback? Cost is the drawback. Cost is the drawback. Okay. So some people almost looking for, I mean, database level people to use the what mirroring only. because they doesn't consider the what cost. They are looking for security only. So that cases it is very well. And regular use cases don't use the what mirroring. So people to use the what striping and any other cases. And even the another one is RAID 5 is there. So RAID 5 is the very good level because it is a good security and also increasing the what storage capacity. So which is called what? Disk distributed parity. The meaning is, for example, the block one in the first disk and block two in the what second disk. Then the combination of block one and block two, it's writing in the what parity. That is the combination parity. These two implement ID values are in the third disk. And again, here the block second block is the what second disk, and again it is called what second one. Now these two devices are parity is in the first disk, and the value is writing in the second one, I mean third one, again it's writing on the what first one. Now these two parities are under the what second one. So in that case, the data writing speed is well, and also striping is very well, and any one disk is failure. For example, the first disk is failure. So now you will recover the what? Your data from the second and third disks. So maybe the second one is failure. You will recover the data from the first one and third one. So the data is completely available. But in the RAID level 5, any two disks are at a time failure, we cannot recover the what entire data. But most of the companies to use RAID level 5 because they will increase the what multiple hard drives. So here only one parity. They will keep the what fourth one, they will keep the what fifth one, they will keep the what sixth one. So that is completely people depending on the what cost. So people doesn't consider the what cost, they will add the what multiple drives. Even that cases any two or three drives are failure, you will recover the data from the fourth one, fifth one, sixth one, seventh one, like that. Okay, so today I will implement RAID level 5. So all implementations are same way. But one more hybrid RAID level, RAID 10 is there. So even in the RAID 10, it is not 10 guys. RAID 10 is nothing but 1 means mirroring, 0 means striping. So like two disks running with mirroring, another two disks running with mirroring. I mean, the block one in the first disk, the same block is mirrored to second disk. Then stripe it to third disk. Then block two is on the second disk. The same mirror is here. So here two disks are mirroring, two disks are mirroring. Then on the mirroring, it is called striping is running. On the mirroring, striping is running. But in that case, even the first one, any one disk is failure, no problem. You will recover the what data from the second one. You will recover the what even third one. But even one disk in the first set and another disk in the second in the second set, any two are failure, no problem, you will recover the what data. But within the set, any two disks are failure, we cannot recover the what data. So these cases are very rare. So based on company requirement, so we will use the what multiple RAID levels. So this is also very well, which is called what hybrid RAID level, the combination of mirroring and striping. And another one, it is called what linear RAID. So what is the linear RAID? For example, in the disk one and the disk two is there. I mean, two disks are there. So the data is writing completely in the first hard disk. Block one in the first, block two in the second, block three, block four. I mean, once the first hard disk is completely, I mean, the space is completed, then data will moving to second hard disk. But in that case, what is the drawback? Even one disk is failure, we cannot recover the data from the second one. That's why there is no redundancy here. In the linear RAID also, no redundancy. Okay, it is not like mirroring. So linear RAID is a grouping of drives to create a large virtual drive. So linear RAID also offers low redundancy, and decreases reliability. So if any one drive is fails, the entire array cannot be used and the data can be lost. Because when the first device is completed, then only data is writing on the second device. If you add the third one, if the second one is completed, then add the third one. So any one device is failure, we cannot recover the data. Now, now I will implement the best RAID level, which is called 5. So I will show you practically how to implement RAID level 5 here. Okay. Now you want to implement RAID level 5. Minimum 3 drives are required, guys. Minimum 3 hard drives are required. So here we don't have any hard drives. So I will take 3 partitions. Those 3 partitions just assume as a hard drives. Okay. Now first let me create partitions. You know that how to create a partitions. So fdisk /dev nvme0 under n1. So already existing partitions are 6. Now let me take the another new partition, the 7th one. So each drive, I will take each drive size is 2 GB only. Then first one is created. And now I will take another one. Again, it is called 2 GB. So second one is created. And again, I will take the third one, 9 partition with 2 GB. But 3 partitions are created. But extra, I will take one more, like again 2 GB. So overall, 4 partitions are created: 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 3 partitions are successfully, 4 partitions are created. So if you run P, see this: 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let me add another partition, because 7th one already uses swap partition, because we have created yesterday a swap partition on the 7th partition. So then what can I do? Again, I will take another partition with the 2 GB. So we have 8, 9, 10, 11. These 4 partitions are RAID partitions. So how to change these ID values of the partitions? Because by default, these partitions are regular partitions. Now, how can I identify these 4 partitions are RAID partitions? So to change the ID value, T. So let me change the ID value for the 8th one. So what is the ID value type? RAID. Then enter. See this: change the type of partition, Linux file system type to Linux RAID. Again, I will change the partition type to 9th one. Then ID value type is RAID. Again, to change the ID value for the 10th one, what is the ID value name? RAID. Okay, last one, to change the ID value type, it is called RAID. Then now you can check P. See this: the last 4 partitions, I mean these 4 partitions are RAID partitions. Now easily to identify, okay, 8, 9, 10, 11 are RAID related partitions. This is the first requirement. Then finally, to save the partition, W. So partitions has been saved. This is the first step. And the second step is how to update the kernel. Part2prob /dev nvme0 n1. If I enter, so now the partitions are successfully updated to kernel. Partitions are successfully updated to kernel. So then we can check it lsblk or fdisk-l. 8, 9, 10, 11 partitions are ready with 2 GBs. Okay. So here we are consider the word partitions, but in the real time, people will take hard drives directly. I mean the first hard drive name N1, then they will take the second hard drive name is N2, like N3, and for like they will take the what multiple hard drives. They will combine the word one or two hard drives or two or three hard drives based on the requirement. They will combine directly physical hard drives. Next, so how to create a RAID device? I mean how to create a RAID array. So an entire RAID you will manage with single command which is called MDADM. MDADM. So it is called metadisk admin. MDADM means metadisk admin. Okay, I want to create a metadisk name /dev md0. This is called what? Metadisk name. Okay, then how many devices you want to add here? So I want to add first three devices. Number of devices are three. What are the three devices? In the /dev nvme 0 n1 partition. I mean the partitions are I think 8, 9, 10. So we are adding three partitions here. Partition 8, partition 9, partition 10. So this is called what? N3, number of devices. Then finally, hyphen L5. This is the main. L5 means we are considering RAID level 5. In case if you write L1, then it is called what? RAID level 1. If you want to implement L0, it is called RAID level 0. You want to implement RAID level 6, RAID level 6 only. Okay, this is the step only. Different option. Which RAID level you want to implement. But these are the what I mean all things are common for the all RAID levels. But here only which RAID level you want to implement, you just write the what value of the RAID level. So now I want to create RAID level 5. Enter. So now array dev md0 started. That means metadisk admin is successfully created with three partitions. I told you RAID is nothing but combination of devices into a single device. So how do you know the details? MDA hyphen capital D. Then what is the device name? DEV MD0. Then if I enter, see this. The version of the device, it is 1.2 and RAID level 5 we have created and creation time is August 8, 8:48. And now how many RAID devices are added? Three RAID devices. So active devices so far two and working devices are three and spare devices are one because the rebuild status is 18% only complete. Okay. Then what are the RAID devices? 8, 9, 10. So three devices are combined as a one metadisk name dev md0. Then again, if you run the what same command, how much percent is completed? 48% is completed. Okay, that's why one device still spare devices. But once the rebuild status is 100% completed, then the working devices and active devices are three only. And now the another important thing, if you have multiple devices, then people how to add the devices like N1 and /dev nvme 0 n2, then /dev nvme 0 n3. So like you will combine the word these three devices as a MD0. Okay, in case if you have any SATA disk, then /dev /sda sdb sdc like we will consider it. Okay, so now again I will check it my metadisk details. So now 95% completed. That's why the third one is spare rebuilding. I mean still it's rebuilding the what? Our device. Once 100% is completed, now working and active devices are 3. The meaning is your RAID device is ready. Your RAID device is ready. So generally, your device name is DEV-MD0. So this DEV-MD0 is nothing but the combination of these 3 drives. The combination of these 3 drives. Okay, how to use these 3 drives? So we cannot write data at a time in these 3 devices. So that's why we are combined these 3 devices as a single drive with a 2 plus 2 plus 2. It is called what? 6 GB device. 6 GB device. Okay. Then how to, that's why even in the disk, see this, here it is called what? Array size is 4 GB only. But another one is 2 GB. It is called what? Parity related. So totally 2 plus 4, it is called what? 6 GB. Fine. So how to use this meta disk admin? Again, you will follow the what? MKFS, create a file system on the device. MKFS dot XFS, then my meta disk name is MD0. If I enter, see that file system successfully created on the DEV MD0. As usual, create a directory for mounting. mkdir, for example, I want to store the what? RAID data here, or I want to store like important data here. Then my directory name is important data, but already exists. So let me remove that important data, then again to create important data directory. Okay. Now where to keep the details? You will go for /etc fstab file. In the fstab file, how to add the details? So instead of this, you will use the what? Find the what? Block IDs and write the what? Block ID names. Otherwise, I will write DEV MD0 is a my device name. Then this device mounted to every time important data directory. Then within this, what file system is created? XFS. Then defaults, which is called what? 0, 0, 0. Okay. Same way. Then we can save and quit. Run the command systemctl daemon reload option. If I enter, then run mount command option, mount space, then important data. Successfully mounted. Then check it, df space -h. See this. MD0 successfully mounted with important data directory. But remember, what is our agenda here? Ultimately, we are offering mount points only. But in the last class, we have offered mount point with standard partition. I mean, this is the what? Standard partition. But what is the standard partition drawback? So we cannot combine multiple devices into one device. So we are directly offered 3 GB standard partition for the particular team. Then people will store the what? Data in the AWS data mount point. So in case this partition 5 is corrupted, it is highly impossible to recover the what? Data because there is no backups. That is called what? Standard. But in the RAID device, what is the advantage? So when the person stores the data in the important data, so according to RAID level 5, the data is distributed to multiple devices in the backend. I mean, this device is nothing but what? This is the logical. This logical device is nothing but what? The combination of 3 volumes in the backend. What are that? 8, 9, 10. So according to RAID level 5, the data will created. I mean, it is called what? Located under the 8, 9, 10 devices. Even 8 is failure, data is safe in the 9 and the 10. I mean, your data is available in the backend 3 devices. That is the advantage of RAID concept. So everyone in the real time ultimately offers mount points only, but standard mount points. Okay, we cannot expand the what size, and the standard partitions doesn't offer the what security. There is no redundancy. But if I provide the what mount point with RAID, what is the advantage? Hey, redundancy is there because we have an option to combine multiple devices as a single device. So the single device as a logical device, that logical device backend physical volumes are there. Those are the what? partitions may be hard drives. Now, when the person trying to add the data here, then data is physically located the back end of three volumes 9, 10, 8, 9, 10. So this is the concept of RAID. This is the concept of RAID. Ultimately, we are mount points only. So in the last class, mount point is the what? Standard mount point. Now this mount point is the what? RAID mount points. I mean, we have been used RAID concepts for the mount points. Okay. This is the what? Another important point, how to use the what? Mount point. Now my next requirement is in the real environment, even the documents, I mean, even Red Hat or everyone will stop the documentation after mount point is ready, they will stop it. But actually, in the real environment, when the disk is failed, I mean, out of three, sir, actually, in the RAID device, three devices are working. In the RAID array, three devices are working 8, 9, 10. For example, just assume 10th device has failed. The 10th device has failed because something went wrong, or maybe bad sectors are created, or maybe file system is corrupted, or some maybe we don't know exactly. The device has failed. Then how person will identify failure devices and how to remove the device from the RAID array and how to replace the what new device in the RAID array. So that is also important activity in the environment. So here I will set the word one device as faulty because I need to set the word faulty device. Otherwise, we cannot wait until the what device has failure. So that's why manually I will set the word failure device. So how to set the word failed devices? Again with MDADM -F, F for faulty device, and under DEV MD0, my faulty device is NVMe 0 N1 partition 10. I want to set faulty. Then if I enter, so now set faulty in DEV MD0 of the 10. If I verify the details again, now see here faulty device 10 is a faulty. That's why active devices are 2, working devices are 2, failed devices are 1. Failed devices are 1. So one device is failed. So I mean admin will find the what details. I mean all are working or not, like that. So once device has been failed, I mean once device has failed. So this is the like messages in the environment. So how to remove the device and how to replace the device. So first, how to remove the device? I will use instead of F, again R is the option to remove the device. So now if I enter hot removed 10 from the DEV MD0. If I go for again MD0, so now device has been removed, but working devices are 2, there is no failed devices. Then people what to do? In the hardware team, they will remove the what hard drive and they will send to based on the serial number that particular vendors or data recovery teams, and for those people will recover the what data, they will troubleshoot the what hard drives. We are only Linux administrator, we cannot troubleshoot the what hard disks. Okay, don't ask me again how to troubleshoot the what hard disks. So separate team, I mean hardware people or recovery people, so they will troubleshoot the what issues. Even they are not I mean it is not supported to troubleshoot. So based maybe hard disk is completely corrupted based on the serial number, based on the warranty, they will contact to what like it is called what particular vendors. Okay, that is the what first important thing. Then how to add the new device inside the what your RAID array, because RAID 5 supports minimum 3. So that's why let me add the what the new RAID device. That's what I have created, the 11th one spare device. I want to add 11th one inside the what RAID array. So what is the option? A is the option to add a RAID device. Enter. So now added the 11th one successfully in the MD0. If I check again, then here see, so it is 4% completed. I mean rebuilding status. Now it's adding. That's why RAID devices are now 3. So working devices are 3, active devices are 2. Because 1 is spare, it's being to add. So how much is completed? 13%. So once 100% is completed, then the device is ready to use. This is the proper way to rebuilding new devices in the RAID array. Now, the next important thing, sometimes we need to stop the RAID arrays because something went wrong in the RAID devices. That's why they will keep it the entire RAID as offline. So how to keep RAID as offline? RAID to offline. I mean to stop the RAID. So MDA DM hyphen capital S. Then we will use DEV MD0. If I enter, now cannot get exclusive access to MD0, perhaps a running process, mounted file system, or active volume group. The meaning is the RAID is already running state. So running state means mounted file system. So before stopping what to do, first we need to unmount a file system. We need to unmount a file system. And even the status is 69% is completed. It's being to attach. Okay. So first I will go for you mount the file system. You mount hyphen F. My mount point name is important data. Successfully unmounted first. So before unmounting, and please take the word downtime from the users who are using this important data mount point. Otherwise, you know that how to find who are using this mount point by using ls command or fuser command. Then how to stop the RAID? Then now S is the option. Now stop the DEV MD0. So now the RAID devices are nothing. So now you will troubleshoot the backend RAID devices like it is called physically. They will troubleshoot the devices and everything. So once everything is ready, then again they will keep the active state of the RAID device. How to make the active state? Capital A is the option. Then what RAID devices in the backend? In the NVMe 0, N1, the partition 8, 9, and 11. With these 3 devices, again RAID has been started. So because see, again RAID out of 3, 2 are ready, 1 is rebuilding status. Okay, then we can check it status of the RAID. 3 is ready. I mean all are successfully added. Now 8, 9, 11 is ready. This is the proper way how to managing RAID devices in the real environment. But we have only one command, guys, to managing RAID, MDA DM. MDA DM is the command to managing the RAID. So you want to get the MDA DM details. So manage MD devices, metadisk devices, Linux software RAID. So you want to manage the Linux software RAIDs, we will use the word MDA DM, only one command. Okay, this is the concept of RAID devices. So you want to clean the RAID devices again temporarily. First, what to do in the etc fstf file, remove the all entries related to RAID. Then unmount the file system and stop the file system. Then remove manually RM space that DEV MD0 like. It will remove the metadisks. Okay, this is the concept of RAID in the environment. Just idea about RAID only, but senior engineers, experts will take care of the RAIDs in the environment. But must be knowledge on everyone RAID, because sometimes customers looking for data security. So data security means the backend ultimately RAID devices only. Okay, this is the today lecture. And tomorrow I will explain the another important, the very, very important concept, LVM, logical volume manager. So tomorrow I will explain.